Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said to the crowd, "No one lights a lamp and conceals it with a vessel or sets it under a bed. Rather, he places it on the lampstand so that those who enter may see the light. For there is nothing hidden that will not become visible, nothing secret that will not be known and come to light. Take care then how you hear. To anyone who has, more will be given, and from the one who has not, even what he seems to have will be taken away." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Today we're celebrating the feast of the Korean martyrs who have a remarkable history in the church. Because of the origins, it's remarkable for the origins and for the heartbreak and the suffering that these people had. It seems that Christianity first came to Korea during the Japanese invasion in 1592, when some Koreans were baptized, but then there's little record of them because Korea became such a closed society. Around 1777, Catholic literature from China reached some Korean people, and it influenced them. It instructed them, so that in 1784, a man named Peter Yi went to China to be the first Korean baptized there, and then returned home to evangelize others and baptize them. When the Chinese Jesuits secretly entered Korea a dozen years later, he found 4,000 Catholics there, none of whom had ever seen a priest or had any other sacrament besides baptism. 10 years later, there were 10,000 Catholics there, but not without some opposition. In 1761, the kingdom executed Catholics for the first time, the Kingdom of Korea. And then began about 100 years of terrible sufferings and persecutions and martyrs, torture and beheading of about 10,000 Catholic martyrs, including Peter Yi, the first Korean who had been baptized and who had brought the faith to his native home. Among the martyrs in 1839 was Ignatius Kim, the father of Andrew Kim, whose feast we're celebrating today. Andrew was baptized when he was 15 years old, and soon after traveled 1,300 miles to study for the priesthood in Macau, China. That's when he was 18, and that's when his father was martyred. After he was ordained the first Korean priest, he secretly returned to his Korea and tried to arrange for other missionaries to enter by sea to elude the border patrol. But he was arrested, cruelly tortured, and then beheaded, with Paul Chォng, a married layman, and about 100 other people. Father Andrew was 25 years old. Paul Chォng was 45. The French bishop named Ferrol, who had ordained Andrew and asked to be buried beside him, said, "You will never know how sad I was to lose this young native priest. I have loved him as a father loves his son, and it's a consolation for me to think of his eternal happiness." When Pope John Paul II canonized Andrew Kim and over 100 of his companions, and another 100 mostly lay persons who were martyred in 1984, Pope John Paul said, "The Korean church is unique because it was founded entirely by lay people. This young church, yet so strong in faith, withstood wave after wave of persecution." And what is most remarkable about the church in Korea is how it was spread mostly by lay persons, even without any other sacraments besides baptism, and without priests for so many years. So as we celebrate the feast of so many martyrs today, we can stand in awe of their courage and continue to pray for the people, our brothers and sisters who are Christians and Catholics in Korea, especially in the North Korea part, where so many Catholics and Christians have suffered for their faith.